Hello and welcome to your one-stop shop, everything travel related, that is Tourismus. I'm your host, Glenora Shipra, and of course we do have a jam-packed show just for you. We will start off by taking a look at the latest news from the tourism industry, reporting on current affairs, and of course we will swing over to destinations that you must visit, while wrapping the show up with an interesting topic, be it in the Namibian borders or beyond. We will be right back with your topics on the other side of this. Now, the Tourism Ministry has strongly rejected allegations circulating on social media that officials at Sossusvlei extorted self-drive tourists, describing the claims as false, unverified, and without any factual basis. According to the Executive Director, Sikongo Haihambo, preliminary internal investigations found that the anonymous post contains no verifiable information and was never reported to the ministry, park management, or the police. Haihambo said that the post also fails to provide essential details such as names, dates, vehicle registration numbers, or any other information that could enable a proper investigations. Attempts to identify and contact the complainant have also been unsuccessful. He said the post that was shared on Reddit warned any self-drivers in Sossusvlei that they fell victim to a coordinated blackmail trap set up by corrupt officials on the Deeper Sand route coming out of Deadflame. Reddit is an American proprietary social news aggregation and forum social media platform. It claimed that officials forced drivers to illegally drive off-road by blocking the road with a car and then extorting them to pay a fine. Haihambo further stressed that Sossusvlei and Deadflei are protected conservation areas where environmental laws are strictly enforced. Between the 1st and the 27th of June 2026, officials fined 17 offenders, 16 foreign nationals, and 1 Namibian, a combined $33,840 Namibian for 22 violations of park regulations. This included off-road driving, unauthorized night driving, vehicle spanning, and failing to comply with lawful instructions issued by park officials. He said that individuals who are legitimately penalized for breaking rules may attempt to retaliate by spreading false information to discredit enforcement officers. In our next topic, Wilderness Namibia has injected billions of dollars into the country's economy over the past decade while helping protect vast conservation areas, creating rural jobs, and investing in community development. According to its latest impact report, Wilderness Namibia's latest impact report has highlighted the far-reaching economic, social, and environmental impact of its conservation tourism model, revealing that the company has contributed more than 2.5 billion Namibian dollars to Namibia's economy over the past 10 years. Now, according to Wilderness, operating 7 camps across some of Namibia's most iconic wilderness destinations, its long-term investment in conservation tourism continues to deliver measurable benefits for communities, government, local businesses, and wildlife conservation. The report showed that between 2016 and 2025, Wilderness Namibia paid more than 301 million Namibian dollars to the government, contributed 72 million Namibian dollars directly to neighboring communities through concession agreements and partnerships, and paid over 690 million Namibian dollars in employee remuneration. During the same period, the company spent more than 1.5 billion Namibian dollars on goods and services sourced from Namibian suppliers, supporting businesses across the country. In our next topic, despite a slight decline in international tourist arrivals last year, Namibia's tourism sector remains a vital driver of conservation, rural development, and economic growth, with the Namibia Professional Hunting Association, NAPA, urging greater collaboration to build on positive trends identified in the latest tourist arrival statistics report. A decline in tourist arrivals and shorter visitor stays could be costing Namibia's economy hundreds of millions of dollars, prompting the Namibia Professional Hunting Association to call for measures to strengthen the country's tourism industry while capitalizing on emerging international markets. NAVA said that the country's tourism industry remains one of the most important pillars supporting conservation, rural livelihoods, and economic development. Despite a slight decline in visitor arrivals last year, reacting to the recently released Tourist Arrival Statistics Report 2025, the association said the figures present a mixed picture, with several encouraging trends offset by concerns that require urgent attention. The report shows that Namibia welcomed 1.21 million visitors in 2025, down from 1.257 million in 2024, a decline of about 3.2%. While overall arrivals fell, NAFA said Namibia continues to demonstrate its appeal as a global wildlife and nature destination. Maintaining a healthy tourism industry benefits not only tourism operators but also conservancies, farmers, local communities, and wildlife conservation efforts across the country, the association said. And with that, we have concluded our topics. Do let us know on our social media pages what you guys make of these stories. On the other side of this, we get into your destinations. First up in our destinations, we are at Good Wine Walters from Polar Ice Cream Namibia. And Good Wine Walters, rather, from Polar Ice Cream Namibia speaks about their new shop in the Northern Industrial Area in Windhoek. He also explained that the business is proudly family-owned, with his father, mother, and two sisters serving as co-owners alongside him. The new outlet aims to improve accessibility and strengthen the brand's presence in the local market. Now, if you're in for something like ice cream, let's have a look.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Gordon Walters. I'm part of the owner of this Polar Ice Cream Namibia. We're actually a family business which is run by my father, my mother, and my two sisters and myself. We started with this Polar Ice Cream about 12 years ago. We started with a small shop in Kali Road Street, which was called Puzzle Investments. But it was a very small shop, and over the years the business grew. So we decided to open another, like a trophy shop, like a destination store for our customers, where customers can get a much more different variety than just to buy ice cream, like the bubble and shake you see at the back. And that shop opened about 2 years ago in 2024. It was quite successful. So we're also in partnership with the owner of Polar Ice Cream South Africa, which is our biggest investor. So we're 50-50 in business with him. So after we opened the destination store, we decided we want to open a big ice cream shop with a big storage area where we don't need to import the ice cream from South Africa anymore. So we can just store it here and then we just sell it to the public here. So this is where we came to about for this space here, which was still in Northern Industry, which is close to our biggest market, like the Katatura area and the Ochemisi area. So that's why the shop was perfect, and we got the space to open the shop, and that's why we're here now with this Polar Ice Cream shop.
Okay, so how is this factory shop different from any other locations?
The reason, because it's a Northern Industry, and it's very close to Katatura, which is our biggest market. Because Polar Ice Cream, most of our clientele is customers. They buy the product and they resell it. So most of the home shops and the schools are in the Katatura area, which they have become our biggest customers. That's why this area is ideal for them. It's not too far from them. Like they have, for instance, having to travel to town to go buy something and still able to travel back home with it. So that's why this is the
Okay, and how has the community responded since the opening of the shop?
the community is very excited. We're still struggling with a little bit of a problem because most customers still go to our other shop where we didn't put up a notice that we've moved. So, but the customers that they do know about the shop, they are very excited about the shop, and yeah, they also they feel very honored to that they could help us with their support, that we would be able to open a shop like that. So we're very excited and very overwhelmed by the support of the customers for the shop.
Okay, so you know the economy is a little bit rough. So how many jobs has the shop created?
Because it's winter now, we're not that busy, so we didn't get a lot of workers to work for us. We currently use our old workers, but once the storage next door where we can store a lot of ice cream, it will create up to between 15 and 20 new jobs for people. So we're really looking forward for that.
Okay, so we walked around the shop a little bit, and I've seen so many different interesting things. So if a new customer comes here, what's that one thing that you would recommend them to try?
Especially the bubble waffle, because it's a bubble waffle. It's nowhere to be found in Namibia. You can only find it at the Polar Ice Cream shop. It is it's not even our premium ice cream. It's a platinum brand that they specially made for the bubble waffle. So you get your platinum brand ice cream into a bubble waffle. You get 3 extra toppings and 2 sauces, which you can put on that bubble waffle. So I'll definitely recommend it because you can't find it anywhere else in Namibia.
Okay, so where can they find, where can they find the Northern Industry Polar Ice Cream? Because I know we all know where the Southern one is. It's right next to the road and all that. So where can we find the Northern Industry one?
So the new Polar Ice Cream depot shop is in Newcastle Street. We always familiarize the customers. It's the famous street of Chinatown. So, and we are next to the big Namibia construction company and the Scandinavian truck parts. That is where you can find the new Polar Ice Cream depot shop in Newcastle Street.
Okay, and what advice or what word can you give your new customers out there that still need to come support the business?
The honest answer would be you made it possible for us to open the shop, because without your continued support, we've never been able to open a shop for you like this. So that is why we urge you, encourage you to please come make a turn at this new shop, that your continued support help us to open.
Okay.
Because we opened the shop just for you.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right, next up, we are at Rundu Beach. The manager of Rundu Beach, Peter Emmanuel, shares insight into what it has to offer. Here he is.
My name is Peter Emmanuel. I'm the manager at Rundu Beach Recreational Park here in Rundu. We offer quite a number of activities, boat cruises, quad bikes. We have a fish pond as well where you can dive up and fish yourself. We also recently introduced a nursery right here at the beach. We're also doing leather work right here at the beach. So when you are in Rundu, this is a stop you don't want to miss at all. You can also call us on our number 08163859113 or visit our short videos on YouTube or TikTok. The hashtag there is Rundu Beach.
And what time of the year is it usually packed here?
Before it was only December, but now we try as much as we can to have it packed throughout the year. This is the reason we've introduced a lot of activities here so that we have so many traffic here.
And how is it possible? How possible is it for someone to just book the venue?
Yes, the place is open to anyone, anywhere around Namibia to use the place for picnic, team building, weddings, any other events that you're thinking of. This place is open at any time. If you can reach us, then you can go to the town council or call them at 066 266 400 or call us. So anytime you can use the place.
And with that, we have come to a pit stop because that's all that we have for you in our destinations segment. But do let us know in the comment section on our social media pages if you have been to any of the destinations that we've recommended here or are planning to, because I am definitely planning to make a few trips based on the recommendations from Tourismus alone. On the other side of this, we get into our To The Point segment. Namibia is emerging as a reliable medical tourism destination in Southern Africa, driven by high-quality private healthcare facilities, particularly in Windhoek, and significantly lower treatment costs compared to neighboring countries and international hubs. We had a chat with Dr. Ryan Volker, a partner and diagnostic radiologist at Medical Imaging, who launched its Women's Wellness Facility in October 2024. The facility is currently busy with the Pink Pamper campaign that will award the first 150 women who book a check-up with a gift. All right, this sounds very interesting. Let's have a look.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Elizabeth Kabes, and this morning I'm sitting with Dr. Ryan Volker, who is a diagnostic radiologist and a partner at Medical Imaging. And today he's going to be talking about the Women's Wellness Center here in Eros. So I'll give him the floor. Hi, doctor. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. And you?
Very well, thank you.
Excellent.
So can you tell us a little bit about this location, this beautiful office, the vibe?
Yes.
Where are we currently?
Okay, let me explain it to you. So we're quite proud of our Women's Wellness Center. Yeah. We're almost 2 years old now, opened in September 2024. The vision with this center was to create an outpatient facility outside of the hospital where women can come and feel safe. A non-clinical environment, not a cold environment, something a little bit warmer, so that women can come for the investigations that they have to come for without being anxious or stressed about going into a hospital with sick people. We've seen a nice uptake from the public out there. Thank you very much for everybody who's been coming for their mammograms. That's what we should do. And I decided, let's just remind everyone again about the importance of looking after your wellness, especially if you are a woman.
Okay, brilliant. And can you tell us about mammography and why the ambiance is so inviting to women? What do you think it is?
Okay, so mammography is important. In Namibia, we have, well, actually in the whole world, but definitely in Namibia as well, we have an increasing cancer burden, and specifically, unfortunately, breast cancer amongst ladies. And it's so important for ladies to go for screening because it's a wellness center. It's not actually for sick people. So don't think that you are sick if you're coming here. You're coming here to make sure that you remain well. So worldwide, the standard and the guidelines say that from about the age of 40, 35, if you have a family history of breast cancer, you need to go for an annual mammogram. This is to make sure that if anything is wrong or starting out, we pick it up early and we can do a curative intervention. You know, we can actually stop the cancer before it starts causing problems in your body. Unfortunately, mammography is not a pleasant investigation. It involves getting undressed. It involves being placed into a machine, the breast, and there's obviously anxiety because you don't know what is going to be revealed, if anything. So here we've tried to create a safe space, and I think we've managed quite well. So when you come here, you will not feel like you're sick. You'll feel like you're well. You can have a nice cup of coffee. You can sit and chat with a friend. The staff are very attentive to your needs, and we will make sure that this is as pleasant an experience as it can be so that people can have the feeling to go for a mammogram instead of postponing it because they're scared of this very harsh and clinical environment. So that was the idea with us, to create more screening facilities and to make it better for people to come for their mammograms.
Awesome. And apart from what you already mentioned, what other risks may be involved with mammography and mammography?
Now, that's a very important question and a good question, because out there are a lot of stories that are not necessarily true or based on scientific evidence. So there is the opinion amongst some people that mammography itself, even though it checks for cancer, might cause cancer. I can put your mind at ease 100%, and also the public out there, that the radiation these days that you get from a mammogram, because we use the latest technology in the machines with low radiation exposure, is less than you would get normally in a 7 to 8 week period just from your natural environment. We're exposed to radiation on a daily basis. And for example, if you take a flight overseas, you will have more radiation on that flight than you will have during your mammogram.
Wow.
So scientific evidence out there still indicates that the benefit of having a mammogram far outweighs the risks of contracting anything from that. So please don't worry about getting cancer from your mammogram. That will not happen.
Brilliant. What message do you have to ladies that have not yet visited a facility of this nature? Or how can you encourage them to come here besides the health benefits?
Yes. So I think, when we opened this center, this was about 2 years ago, we had the first lady at that stage with us to open it, Miss Skimbumba. And at that stage, there was quite a nice speech, from not only her side, but from all the other speakers, that ladies play such an important part in our society, and mothers in their houses specifically. And it's important for women to stay well. And I think, apart from the fact that it has personal benefits for you, if you know that you are okay, the benefits it has for your children, your community, your husband is tremendous. So we have responsibility, not me because I'm not a lady, but ladies out there have the responsibility to make sure that they remain healthy and strong, because they are pillars of the community, and we want to keep it that way.
Brilliant. And we understand that there's a very exciting campaign that you guys are currently working on.
Yes.
Can you just fill us in?
Yeah, no, that would be very nice for me to tell you about that. So we realize and we know that in winter months, it's even worse to go for a mammogram because it's cold and you don't want to get undressed. But unfortunately, it still remains very important. If you have not had your mammogram this year, you must make an appointment, even though it's winter. It's a little bit warmer in here. We try and keep it nice and warm and comfortable. But what we're also doing to further encourage people, we're starting what we're calling a Pink and Pampered campaign, where there are going to be gifts available. So if you come for your annual mammogram, I think the gifts are on order. They haven't arrived yet. But my commitment to you is that if you come to us, and your name will be on the system, we'll let you know when it's available, and you can come and pick that up. It's going to be a nice special surprise, something that you can use, something that's useful, and something that will warm up the body a little bit, just to encourage people to also look after their health.
If that's not something that can get you here, then I don't know what will.
I do agree with you.
Yeah. So how and where can ladies make an appointment? What are the procedures? What do they need to bring along?
All right. So the good news is that you don't always need a doctor's referral letter for a mammogram. Obviously, if you're a private patient, you definitely don't need it. If you're a medical aid patient, most medical aids, with the exception of 1 or 2, will allow you 1 screening mammogram per year, and will pay for it without a referral letter. So you don't even have to go to see your doctor, unless, of course, there's a reason. But if you just want to have a checkup, you can come of your own accord. We will make sure that your results still get sent to the doctor of your choice, so that there is someone you can follow up with if necessary. So I think that's very important to mention. And then to make an appointment is easy. So we have a website, which is www.medicalimaging, all one word, .com.na. You can make an online appointment at any time. And if you're not technologically well versed like me, we can repeat this number, or you can show it at a later stage, but it's a 083 337 4740. You just phone the ladies and you tell them you need to come for an appointment. They'll tell you what you need. Normally it's a referral letter. If you don't have a referral letter, that's fine. Your medical aid card and your ID, and you are waxed and ready to go.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, Doctor. And maybe just one last message from your side to women out there. Yeah.
No, so I think I just want to stress the fact that we are custodians of our own health, and we need to take responsibility for this. And please do not be scared by the idea of a mammogram. I promise you, you will leave this place much relieved, and you will usually, the patient say, it's not nearly as bad as I expected. So we want to encourage you, come, have your mammogram, make sure you get checked out, and come and get your free gift. It will be something that you can use very well afterwards. I promise you that. I don't want to tell you what it's going to be, because then it's no surprise. And if you get here and the gifts have not been delivered yet, we're expecting them in the next week or two. We will still call you back once we've received them. And I think it's 150. Yeah, 150. So the first 150 ladies coming for their mammograms will be getting a free gift. So please, we want to encourage you, and we look forward to welcoming you. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Dr. Volker. My name is Elizabeth Kabes, and this was so exciting. I'm already going to make my booking, so I hope you guys also line up with me.
And with that, we have come to the end of the broadcast. They do say all good things must come to an end. On that note, from me, Glenora Shipura, until next time.